three units. We have the good, better, and the best, or as their proper name is, the Sport, the GTS, and the Power Tower. And each one of these are most popular in the physical therapy realm and sometimes in the commercial fitness realm. The Sport is kind of your low price leader. Someone's getting in quick. They often are going to do just lower body workouts on that unit, and you know, smaller physical therapies are likely to use it. Most hospital-based physical therapy facilities or larger groups of physical therapy associations, as well as personal training studios, will have something on the other end of the spectrum, the Power Tower. That is a fully adjustable unit, has a slightly taller shroud, so that way you have a greater range of motion, and in the fact that it is power assisted, it allows individuals to get on the unit and the therapist can bring them back into a position to exercise rather than actually having to adjust it getting on and off the machine. So if you take a individual that, say, has a knee replacement, ankle replacement, hip replacement, maybe a major back issue, a lot of times getting on or inside of a therapeutic piece of equipment is the biggest challenge. So therapists find it valuable to get on that piece once, and then with the person on the unit, they can adjust as needed by remote control, whether that be a on a handle remote control, on the top of the unit remote control, or a completely separate one. Then the middle tier, the most popular, the one that we sell the most of to commercial fitness and fitness in vertical markets, as well as we have at a number of college universities, is the GTS. That middle tier provides all the adjustability as the Power Tower, lower price point, and no motor. So in some ways similar to the Sport. That unit has the ability to provide our gravity training program with it. We have a pre-programmed class that we can allow your physical therapists or your vertical market customers be able to use a Total Gym Pro, which is an online resource, and they can look up any exercise if they need to, look it up online, follow that video recording, and be very, very efficient with it. So each one of those, respectively, it goes from $48.95 with the Power Tower down to $34.95 with the GTS and $24.95 with the Sport. The most popular accessory across all three models is the Scrunch board. That is the reason why we invented or developed the second line that I'll be talking with later. Core Trainer was developed purely because of this accessory being so popular. That attaches towards the top of the board or towards the bottom, and you can do a number of abdominal exercises. So that's the number one most popular. Then with the Sport model, a very popular accessory is the 3-grip pull-up trainer. The Sport does not have lat bars, and because it doesn't have lat bars, you can't do as many of the pull-up type movements. So if you were to recommend a Sport to one of your customers, I would also encourage you to recommend a 3-grip pulley. That makes it be able to do all the movements that the GTS can do other than the adjustable glide board. Another very popular one with both the Sport, the GTS, and the Power Tower is getting a press board or a press bar. The press bar fits at the bottom of the board towards the platform, and you invert your body head down towards where your feet go normally, and you press up. That is very common accessory as well. The third and final, as far as recommended, would be dip bars. Those are attachments that are put on permanently once you install the unit, and they never come off. They just tuck out of the way. Those are pretty common as well. All right, so our Elevate line, as I previously introduced, it is our single-purpose bodyweight line of equipment. Our goal was to create the same member excitement from getting on a total gym, but provide a lower price barrier for the average consumer and customer to use. So what we found is with the flagship line, it can be a little bit overwhelming when you look at the cables and the adjustable glide board and all those components that are moving. It can become overwhelming. So we developed the Elevate line to be simple, approachable, and fun. And from that, we've developed a line currently that has 4 pieces of equipment. It has the core trainer, the leg trainer, the pull-up trainer, and the press trainer. And all of those are designed using your body weight, and they each have a placard that allows you to see each type of movement from beginner, intermediate to advanced, and they have a QR code that allows you to use your smartphone, and watch a video if you don't understand the diagram, which we're finding to be pretty popular. This line is great because it's all on wheels. They're just like an adjustable just like an adjustable bench. You can roll it to and from throughout your facility, and we've designed this line to be able to fit within 150 square feet. So you look at the common abdominal area of any facility, it's generally 10 by 10, 20 by 20. Our goal is to try to have 1 or 2, 3, or 4 pieces of our equipment in that area. So you still have the area to lay down on the mat, but you can also do, say, an abdominal exercise on our core trainer, or you can do a dynamic lunge on our leg trainer, or you can do a press or a modified push-up on our press trainer, or you can do a modified pull-up on our pull-up trainer. So we see this really valuable in, say, small corporate fitness settings where they're just getting started. They don't want to do the flooring. They might just want to do some dumbbells, a TV monitor to do some beach body workouts, and they want a few pieces of equipment that might be considered a little bit more dynamic or a softer approach. So we see it being valuable in the corporate setting, middle school education, as well as high school education. The fact that it's on wheels, it can be rolled in, can be rolled out. All 4 of these movements are the same movements that throughout all fitness tests are being tested. You've got lower body endurance with your leg test, with your leg trainer. You've got your abdominal strength with your core trainer. You've got your overhead strength or your press strength with the press trainer. And you've got the pull-up test or the pull trainer, all fulfilling your physical guidelines or your physical testing guidelines throughout, fire, police, physical education in high school and middle school. They all have those tests consistent. So it's something that you can see the value in right away. We're also seeing it very popular in the group training component, as far as we set up a small congregation point where the Elevate line is set up, and from that point of meeting we can have a very simple exercises, which each one of these shows a basic exercise. With it showing a basic exercise, a person can feel confident, approach the machine, get on, start moving. Then before you know it, round 2 of this small group training, they're now starting to do the advanced or the intermediate movement. So you have the Sport, the GTS, and the Power Tower. With that, those are the ultimate training machines. You can do everything from a shoulder rehab exercise to a ankle replacement, knee replacement, hip replacement exercise, as well as a strength training program, developing strength for skiing, hiking, bicycling, swimming. All of those movements can be done on one machine that only takes up 50 square feet. Now the benefit of that, if we call that our best loaf of bread ever, well, what we did with that loaf of bread with the Elevate line is we took 4 slices of that loaf of bread. We took those 4 slices of loaf of bread, one being the core trainer, one being the leg trainer, one being the pull-up trainer, and one being the press trainer. So we took that ultimate loaf of bread from a GTS, broke it into 4 pieces, and we have 4 slices. To the core trainer, we have a great abdominal exercise where you can do modified planks to scrunches to torso rotations to single leg curls, any number of movements. Leg trainer, you have a lower body strength endurance development, allows you to really work on your dynamic lunge position, your jump or your box jump exercise, as well as a lateral lunge. Then in addition, we have the adjustable pieces, the pull-up trainer. Pull-up trainer is phenomenal at stabilizing your shoulder girdle while you're able to pull up your body weight or a portion of your body weight. And then we also have the press trainer that is done in the same fashion. Inverted, you can press doing a modified push-up or a overhead press with the support of the glide board, allowing you to move your own body.